Luke and Susie with Faith Family Culture on that social media, the Facebook page, facebook.com/Luke and Susie, ANDSUSIE.
And when it comes to spring cleaning, don't forget the...
Superheroes and princesses.
Spring cleaning, it's a sick, disgusting job. Sick, disgusting job. Sick, disgusting job. But it's gotta get done.
Oh, that is just too catchy. Bonnie Black, Little Miss Organised, is with us to help us get our spring cleaning organised. It's not a sick, disgusting job for everybody, but our superheroes and princesses do need to be addressed, Bonnie.
They certainly do, and there's no better time than spring to give those toys a little once-over, not just to declutter, but also to give them a good clean.
Okay, so we're cleaning the toys. Are we culling at the same time?
Absolutely. So the whole point of spring cleaning is to actually reassess the stuff that we need and let go of all the old. It's all about bringing in the new season, inviting new things into our life. And so now's the time to make sure that we're letting go of things that we didn't use over winter or maybe in the last year or so.
Is it important that our kids are not around when we do this? Because here's our experience. We go, look, they've got these like 1,000 toys and they play with like 3 of them. And so we go through, we cull, we create the pile of the toys they have never touched for years, not touched even for a second. We put them in the to throw out pile, and the next thing, all they want to do is play with the to throw out pile toys. And then they cry at the thought of us chucking them out or getting rid of them or taking them. It's like ridiculous, Bonnie.
It is. It's really crazy. But I think we're the same as adults. You know, as soon as someone suggests that we let go of something, all of a sudden we develop this bond with it. No, I couldn't possibly let it go even though we haven't used it. So I think it's just a human psychological event that we need to move on with. But it's a really big debate that happens around throwing things out while kids are not around and actually involving them in the process. And I have to admit, I definitely err on the side of caution. And not only because you're going to maybe upset your kids by getting rid of something that was important to them, but they actually need to learn how to make decisions. So it's really important for them to sit through that discomfort that comes with letting go of toys, because as they grow up and become adults, they'll have to apply those same skills in letting go of paperwork and letting go of clothes that no longer fit or no longer are suitable. So these are really important skills that we need to actually sit with our kids and teach them so that they can grow up into independent adults.
Does that principle also apply to husbands?
Yes, absolutely. So it can be really difficult, especially if someone's not willing to change, but it's important to put some boundaries in place. So one technique we like to use is called the magic number. So you might sit down and say there's 30 soft toys, and you might say to your child, okay, we can keep 10 soft toys. That's the magic number, is 10. So you might start by picking their 2 or their 5 favourite. Okay, now can we pick 5 that can definitely go? And then you work the process from either end that way, picking the favourites or picking the definites that can go until you've got that magic number of 10. And sometimes there might be a little bit of wiggle room required, and there might be 12 that they absolutely love and they can't let go of. It's your decision then whether you're going to be flexible and say, yep, okay, we're only keeping 12 out of 30. That's fine. Let's move on to the next section. But it's really important that kids actually learn that process of decision making.
I think as an adult, I think that's a great place to start with actually the kids' stuff, because it's much easier to throw out other people's stuff than it is to throw out your own. So
it's certainly
exactly
the case.
right.
Certainly the case with you, Luke. There has been a couple of times where I've thrown a couple of things of Luke's out. And he gets upset about it, but the reality is, my rule is, if he can't name it, he doesn't get it back.
No. Ending this conversation now. It's in dangerous territory. Little bit.
Well, I tell you a funny story. I actually did a clean up for my husband back when we were dating, and he had a pair of shoes that had spider webs and spiders in them, and so naturally I got rid of them because he obviously hadn't worn them. To this day, if he's ever angry at me, he brings up those.
Oh, seriously?
And so he should, for the rest of your life, Bonnie, for the rest of your life. Little Miss Organised, Bonnie Black is our guest. Thank you so much.
Thank you.